Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jai Hind. And I hope I'm properly audible and visual to all of you. Good evening, everyone. I guess I am properly audible and visual to all of you. Yes. Okay. So, welcome to the platform of Khan Global Studies. And so, it's end of November. So, tell me one thing. How is your preparation going on? How is your preparation going on for prelims 2026? Yes, welcome everyone, and me also. Like last day also we were trying to have the class, but due to some technical snag it could not take place. Good evening, Anjali. Good evening, everyone. Revision complete नहीं हो रहा है क्यों? Why your revision is not getting completed? Okay, don't worry about it. Now we are starting and we will make sure that you are revising all the things. From this month itself, from the month of December itself, we will make some plan for revision for prelims, like the static portion also, as well as the current portion also. Okay. So we will do both the revisions, like the static portions also in the coming days, and even the current portion. Okay. Now there will not be any such gap. Now it will be continuous. Okay. So let's see the topics which we are going to discuss today. The first topic which we are going to start with is granting ST status, the scheduled tribe status. So this is the first topic which we are going to see, that what is the plan. Like Assam government has announced that it is going to provide the scheduled tribe status to certain categories, to certain tribal groups of Assam. So in that context, we will try to see that what is the procedure, how the scheduled tribe has been added in our constitution, what is the process of adding some new ones. So that is the first topic which we are going to discuss. This is from the polity section. It is from your polity section. Then we have a mains type topic. We have this one mains type topic which is related to simultaneous poll. It is also from the polity section. Okay. This is also from the polity section. Now the third portion which we are going to discuss is about IMF and Indian data. Although the news article which is there, it is not that much relevant, but we will try to see about the IMF, International Monetary Fund. This is one of the most favorite topic of UPSC. So we will see this IMF. We will try to see what is the IMF doing, what are the various reports which are published by it, what is the quota arrangement under IMF. So these are the topics which we will see. It is from IR. And then we are going to talk about this Brahmos deal with Indonesia. So this is part of defense technology, science and tech. Science and tech defense section. Brahmos deal with Indonesia. So we will first look at this. What is Brahmos all about? There has been 2 questions in the last 5 years with respect to Brahmos. So we will talk about this. Then second thing, we will also try to see that which other countries are there with which India has got the deal for Brahmos. Okay. So this is one thing which we are going to discuss in today's session. Okay. So let's start. But first, we will start with some questions. Leave for such long time is not good. Yes, like due to some personal reasons I have to take leave. I didn't have any other option, that's why I have taken the leave. But now you won't have to worry about it. Now it will be continuous. Okay. So here we have the first one. How many of the following can be used for artificial rains? First is dry ice, silver iodide, potassium iodide, and nitric acid. So let me see if you have revised the previous topics or not. B option and C option. Yes. If we look at this, dry ice can be used, silver iodide also, potassium iodide also, but nitric acid has no such use in conducting the artificial rain. So nitric acid cannot be used, rest all others can be used. So hence the answer will be only 3. So that's why the answer here will be option number C, that is only 3. How many of the following are correct with respect to the climate finance? Loss and Damage Fund was established at Glasgow Summit COP26. At Baku Summit, the developed nations agreed to mobilize $300 billion annually by 2035. As per United Nations reports, countries would be able to achieve net zero emission by 2035. So here we have question number 2. Question number 2, what will be the answer? B option, C option. B option, I think most of the people are going for B option. Okay. As per United Nations report, countries would be able to achieve net zero emissions by 2035. This is very much incorrect. This is very much incorrect. There is no such chance that countries would be able to achieve net zero emissions by 2035. Many countries have made goal of 2040, 45, 50, 60, 70. So it is not going to be possible. At Baku Summit, the developed nations agreed to mobilize $300 billion annually. So this second statement is correct. Now here we have the first one. Loss and Damage Fund was established at Glasgow Summit COP26. Are you sure about it? Like second statement is correct. But Loss and Damage Fund, when was this established? This right now the COP30 has been conducted. We will have a separate session on COP30. We will have a separate session on COP30. We will try to see. Like in November month, I was on leave, so we cannot cover that. So we will have a separate session on COP30. We will see what has been done there. Okay. Loss and Damage Fund. COP27. At what place? At which place? At which place we have got the COP27? See, in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, in COP27, this Loss and Damage Fund was established. It was operationalized next year in Dubai in COP28. Last year, it was COP29 in Baku, where more and more clarity was there over the Loss and Damage Fund. So it was not there in COP26 in Glasgow. That's why the first statement is incorrect. Answer here will be A option. Consider the following. How many of the following are part of core industries of India? Crude oil, natural gas, pharmaceuticals, steel, and construction. How many of them are part of core industries of India? Crude oil, natural gas, steel, pharmaceuticals, and construction. B option, C option. Okay, which one you are eliminating? 8 core industries of India. Three and five. The coal is there. Okay. Now, if you look at this, answer will be actually option number B. Coal, crude oil is there, natural gas is there, steel is there. Pharmaceuticals is not part of it. Pharmaceuticals is not a part of it. So answer will not be option number C. Answer will be option number B, that is only 3. Pharma is not part of it. Construction is not part of it. You will find coal is there, electricity is there. Okay. Fertilizer is also there. Coal is there, petroleum is there, petroleum and refinery product is there. Okay. So you will find that construction sector is not part of it. Okay. Construction is not part of it. We have coal also, electricity also, fertilizer also, crude oil, natural gas, steel. Then we have also this cement industry. Yes, correct. Cement industry is there. And we are also having electricity there. We are having the yes. So these are the 8 core industries of India. So pharma and construction are not part of it. Okay. Now, there is one announcement for those who have just started their preparation. There is a Avahan batch, which is basically a 3-year UPSC course. It is starting in Hindi medium, in online and offline at Prayagraj Center. So at Prayagraj Center, the offline is going to be conducted. So here you will find that from the NCERT basics to UPSC advanced, this is going to be a 3 years course. Okay. So you will find that here you will have 3 years of complete coverage of the topics. You will have like newspaper reading classes, answer writing, current affairs, calligraphy classes also there, and even the optional classes are also included in that. Okay. So this is right now for Hindi medium. So Avahan batch is there. You can just visit the website. From there you will get the information about the fee of this. Okay. The fee of this. Okay. Now yes, there is this one question from Anjali. Sir, ये batch हम लोग के time क्यों नहीं आया? देखो, there is like so many things which will come in future. Like there will be a time when there will be so many new innovations, like maybe in future you will have that technology of augmented reality and virtual reality, which might get integrated with education, with teaching. So there is going to be some reforms, some innovation from time to time. ऑनलाइन टेस्ट सीरीज को ऑफलाइन में दे सकते हैं क्या? नहीं, यू विल हैव टू कंसल्ट एट द सेंटर फॉर दैट, यू विल हैव टू कंसल्ट द टीम फॉर दैट. Like right now you are getting chat GPT in your time for content. At like 5 years back in 2020, people were not having chat GPT. They were dependent on Google. So you will always get some advantage from the previous one. Okay. And you will always be at disadvantage from the upcoming generation. There was a time when people were not getting electricity. You are having internet connection. You are having live streaming of YouTube videos. There was a time when people could not even download a photo properly. So it's time all. Okay. Now, coming to today's topic, okay, the first topic is granting the scheduled tribe status. So tell me one thing. Who will have the power to notify a particular community as a scheduled tribe? Will it be done by the union government or will it be done by the state government? Who will be doing this? Union or a state? Union government. When it is written precedent, it means the union government. When it is written president, it means the union government. So right now what we see that the news, if we talk about the news background, it says that the Assam cabinet has approved the name of certain tribes. Okay, like here we are having the name of certain tribes who have been given this recognition. Rajbongshi, Matak, Moran, Tai Ahom, and also the T tribes. The T tribes. Okay. So there are 6 different tribal groups. There are 6 different tribal groups whose name has been put by the Assam cabinet. They have they have approved the report. They want to give the scheduled tribe status to the 6 communities of Assam. Now the question here is, can you tell me, is there any such definition or is there any such process which has been defined in the constitution? Which has been defined in the constitution, that how a scheduled tribe is going to be notified. Now, Prince, from the last few days, we were not having the classes. That's why it was not getting uploaded. The tribal area is also done by president. See, what is the process? First of all, the first part is that there is going to be recommendation from the state governments. Okay. And how they will be recommending? They will give the recommendation to the Tribal Affairs Ministry. Tribal Affairs Ministry will send it to the Registrar General of India. But now see this one part. The Registrar General of India will finally give the approval, but there is certain recommendation which is required. The recommendation is also required from the National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, and at the end, the cabinet approval is mandatory. Okay. So there are multiple things which are involved. This will be the final authority. This one is going to be notifying. It will notify. But this one is also going to give recommendation. It is going to give the recommendation, and the cabinet, the union cabinet, this is going to give the final approval. This one is going to provide the final approval. Okay. So first of all, recommendation is going to come from the state governments. Then that recommendation will be sent to the Tribal Affairs Ministry. They will be forwarding it to the Registrar General of India. But at the same time, recommendation will also be required from the National Commission on Scheduled Tribes and the Union Cabinet also. Okay. Now, here, do we have some constitutional articles? Can you tell me, do we have some constitutional article? Do we have some constitutional article for the scheduled tribes? Yes, Article 342. What about governor's role? Governor role will be here. Governor is acting on the behalf of state government. Governor has no such individual stand. Governor acts on the advice of state government. There are only some limited, very much limited discretion of governors. Okay. Yes. So here what we see that Article 342. The Article 342. Now in the Constitution itself, you will find that in Article 366, it is written that scheduled tribes are those tribes which are mentioned in the notification as per Article 342 of the Constitution. Okay. So scheduled tribes are going to be those tribal groups which has been notified under the presidential order under the provisions of Article 342. Can you tell me how many scheduled tribes are there in India as of now? Like how many communities included in scheduled tribes as of now? Any idea about it? How many included here? How many included in ST list? How many of them have been included in ST list? There are around 330 plus communities. As now, this is something which comes as per the census of India. This can come only after the census of India. But as of the last update from PIB, there are around 330 plus communities in India, 330 plus communities in India, which are included under the scheduled tribe category. One more question. How many percentage, like scheduled tribes, if we talk about the total population of India, what is the percentage of scheduled tribe population in India? Percentage. So tell me now, Nilu, what is the percentage of scheduled tribes? Not all the tribal groups. The scheduled tribes, what is their percentage? As of census 2011. Yes. Okay. So if we talk about them, percentage of population, this is around 8.6%. 2011 census. This is around 8.6% as per the 2011 census. So these many tribal groups are there. Now on this one topic, there has been certain questions in the past also. Okay. On this tribal front, there has been question in the past also. Like, there is one question. The provisions in the 5th schedule and 6th schedule in the Constitution of India are made in order to protect the interest of scheduled tribes, determine the boundaries between states, determine the power, authorities and responsibilities of panchayats, protect the interest of all border states. Yes, particularly vulnerable tribal groups are also part of it. There are 75 PBTs. So this is quite easy question. You can see in 2015 prelims exam, this question was there. And one more thing which you can see, related question. In the Indian context, this is also a previous year question. In the Indian context, the term denotified tribe refers to. In the Indian context, the term denotified tribes. Here the answer. In this question, the answer was option number A, protect the interest of scheduled tribes. The answer was protect the interest of scheduled tribes. Now we have the second question. In the Indian context, the term denotified tribes refers to. So what will be the correct answer here? D option, B option. There can be a confusion in this, that nomadic tribes are also given here, and then there is option tribes which were earlier classified as criminal tribes. Remember one thing, whenever we are talking about the denotified tribes, here we are talking about tribes which were earlier classified as criminal tribes. Okay. They were notified as criminal tribes during the British times. We have discussed about it in PVTG, particularly vulnerable tribal groups. So they were like declared as criminal tribes back in the British era. But after independence, they were denotified and hence they are called as denotified tribal groups. DNT, sometimes it is written denotified tribal groups. Okay. So D option is correct here. Okay. So this is the first part. This is the first part. What is the Assam government planning? Which are the tribal groups which Assam government has planned to grant ST status? Then we have seen what is the process. Then we have seen what is the constitutional status of it. Okay. And the fourth part which we have seen is the previous year question related to it. Now we are coming to the second topic, simultaneous poll. Okay. Simultaneous polls. So here we have this one thing. Union Law Ministry is defending the simultaneous polls proposal. We have discussed about this topic in the past also. Now, what is the points? We are going to discuss this one thing, that what are the points which have been put forward by the law ministry in order to defend the simultaneous polls. Just to give you a background, can you tell me which constitutional amendment we are talking about? When we are talking about simultaneous polls, can you tell me which constitutional amendment we are talking about? Like a bill has been introduced for this. A bill has been introduced for this. So can you tell me which bill we are talking about? दिल्ली क्राइम सीरीज में स्ट्राइक की बात थी. Okay. Have not been able to see any such series in the present times. So we have discussed about simultaneous polls in the past also. Can you tell me which constitutional amendment bill? It is not an act right now. Which constitutional amendment bill has proposed simultaneous polls? Article 172. Okay. Forgetting about previous things. Think about it a little bit. I am giving you the background. So we have a constitutional amendment bill. Number will be told by you. Okay. And as per that constitutional amendment bill, the proposal is to have Lok Sabha plus Vidhan Sabha elections. Okay. This is going to be conducted together. This is going to be conducted together. Okay. Now, here the thing is, you all are aware about this, that they have a fixed tenure of 5 years. You know about this, that they have a fixed tenure of 5 years generally. But many a times we see that the states may have, or even in the union government, we can have premature dissolution of the house. We can have premature dissolution of the house. So in that case, what is the arrangement? The arrangement is this. The arrangement is this, that let's say in 2035, or let's say in 2034. Okay. Let's say in 2034, we are having a simultaneous election. We are having a simultaneous election in 2034. All the states and the union is going together for election. Now, in this situation, let's say there is a state of Bihar. They have also got the election in 2034. But there is an early dissolution. Let's say there is an early dissolution in 2036 itself. If there is an early dissolution in 2036 itself, then after this part, after this portion, there will be fresh elections in Bihar, but the government will enjoy a tenure of only the remaining 3 years. Okay. Government will get this tenure of only 3 years. Okay. So this is one thing which we see here, that in the case of the simultaneous poll proposal, in the case of simultaneous poll proposal, even if there is a premature dissolution, the new house is going to work only for the remaining time, not a full 5 years, the remaining time of 2 years or 3 years. Okay. So this is one part which has been proposed as per the simultaneous polls. Now, what is the Law Ministry saying? Law Ministry has given 6 different points. First, it says that it does not violate the basic structure of the Constitution. It says that simultaneous poll has not been declared by the Supreme Court as a violation of the basic structure. It says that the basic structure part has never discussed about this, that how the elections are going to be conducted. It has only talked about free and fair elections. So first thing is, it is not violating the basic structure of the Constitution. Second thing, it says that the Constitution is allowing the flexibility in tenure. How the Constitution allows? The Constitution says that the House will have a tenure of 5 years unless dissolved sooner. Means there is a provision in the Constitution itself that in general the House may be functioning for 5 years, but it may get dissolved sooner in case of certain exigencies. In case of certain requirements, it may be dissolved sooner. So Constitution is providing the flexibility that you can dissolve the House sooner. Constitution is not fixing the term that it will 100% be 5 years only. Okay. So that is one thing which has been said by the Law Ministry. The third part which has been said is historical precedent. During the time of emergency, the age of the state legislature was extended for 1 year. Okay. Means it has already been done. In the past also, some of the legislatures have got a 6 years term. They have got a 6 years tenure. So in case of history also, we see that the tenure of legislature has been increased or altered. So this is not the first time that we are going to alter the tenure or reduce the tenure of the legislature. The fourth part is, it does not undermine the voters' right to elect government. It says that the voters' right, which is there to elect the government, is not affected by this simultaneous polls. They again have the right to choice or the right to vote under the Article 326. So they will continue to enjoy the right to vote. Then it says that it does not violate the federal structure. You know that if we have to even change the election process, it does not even require the approval by the states. Because the election process of even the state legislature, can be unilaterally changed by the union government. It has not been included as it requires a special majority or ratification by states. It can be done simply by the union government. So it is not even violation of the federal structure. Then Election Commission will continue to enjoy the power. So on these 6 grounds, the Law Commission is defending the simultaneous polls. In the upcoming week, you will find a number of editorials again with respect to simultaneous polls. Okay. In the upcoming week, you will find again a number of editorials with respect to the simultaneous polls. Many of the people will again start to say that what are the challenges with respect to this. So I am giving you this one question in advance. What are the criticisms? What are the criticisms of simultaneous elections? Simultaneous elections of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha in India. Why we are more focused on simultaneous polls? So yes, there has been a number of discussion. It has been said that simultaneous polls are not good for the country. There is like so many expenditure related to it. Security forces are engaged because of it. Development work is delayed. So all these things. Okay. So there is a potential misuse of precedent rule to maintain synchronization. Yes, of course, there is a potential misuse which can be done. A potential misuse can be done. So that is what I am asking. What are the criticisms of simultaneous elections of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha in India? So that is one question which I am giving to you. Okay. Now, coming to the next question, next topic. IMF, International Monetary Fund. International Monetary Fund. Now, what is the news all about? This news is not relevant either from the prelims point of view or even from mains point of view. Okay. So here it has been said that IMF has given C grade for Indian data, like the data which we are making for CPI or data which we are using for calculation of GDP or other things. In that, IMF have said that the data collection is not accurate. One of the major criticism is that we are still using 2011-12 as the base year. 2011-12 as the base year. So this is one of the major things, but it is not relevant from prelims point of view. From exam point of view, you should be aware about IMF. Okay. So when we talk about the IMF, when we are talking about this one institution, you will find that it is something which is formed in 1944. Okay. So there is Bretton Woods Conference in US and two institutions came out of it. One is World Bank and plus we have the IMF. So we have two different institutions which came out of it, IMF and World Bank. Okay. So we see that it was created to rebuild post-war economies and promote international financial cooperation or economic cooperation. Okay. So this is one part why IMF was created. Now in IMF, we are having certain institutions. This is the one area from where you will get the question. There is one thing called as Board of Governor. So this is basically the top decision making body with one governor per member country. Every country is having one person as governor in the Board of Governor. What is the key decisions which are made by this? It is responsible for quota approval, for addition of new members and policy amendment. So it is the top decision making body of IMF. Okay. One governor from each member country. That is the main task of it. There is ministerial committees. There has been a question on this in prelims exam also. So here we are having International Monetary and Financial Committee. So this is discussing the global financial system, and there is a development committee which is advising on economic development for emerging markets. One more very important part is the executive board. There are 24 executive directors which is representing all the member countries. Okay. and it is also having a managing director which is appointed for a period of 5 years. Okay. So what we see here, that this IMF is having board of governor, ministerial committees and executive board. All these three things are there which are performing different tasks of IMF. There is one more thing. There are certain reports which are published by this. Okay. There are certain reports which are published by the IMF. One is the World Economic Outlook. So this is a biannual report. There is Global Financial Stability Report, and there is a Fiscal Monitor. So you can get question on this part, that what are the reports published by the IMF. So whenever I am telling you one more thing from here, like suppose you are getting a newspaper article like this, that IMF has given this B grade or C grade to Indian data. There will be no question in prelims exam from this point of view, that whether it has been given B grade or C grade. It is not going to be asked. Question can be on IMF. Question can be on IMF. So we are discussing one part of IMF. There are some other parts also, like the extended credit facility, rapid financing instruments. So that is also one part of IMF. But we are revising one at a go. In next 1 to 2 weeks, IMF will again be there in the news. So then we will discuss those portions. So we are revising the key institutions now. Now we will be revising IMF, World Bank and others on regular basis for the exam. So we will discuss these basic things which can be asked in the prelims paper. More focus on central leader. See, this is part and parcel of democracy. There are like there is this biannual report. Okay, biannual means it comes 2 times a year. There is Global Financial Stability Report. It is evaluating the financial system risk. Fiscal Monitor, which is focusing on public finance. So there is one report which comes twice a year. Okay. So this is our IMF and its report. Now we have this one topic. India and Indonesia, they are coming closer on this Brahmos deal. Now, I think in the month of May itself, India has made its deal with Philippines, the first deal which was signed. Okay. First deal of Brahmos. First deal of Brahmos, it was with Philippines. Okay. It was with Philippines. Now, at that time itself, we have seen that there is a discussion with Vietnam also, Indonesia also, then we have Armenia also. Many other countries, especially after May 2025, many countries of the world are trying to get Brahmos missile. So if so many countries are trying to have this Brahmos missile, why India is not signing the deal? Why India is not signing the deal? This is one important part, that Brahmos is not solely India's property. Brahmos is not solely India's property. It is a joint collaboration of India and Russia. If we talk about this, it is a supersonic long-range cruise missile. If we talk about this, it can be deployed from air, sea and land. It has been developed by Brahmaputra Aerospace, and we have the India and Russia collaboration. So we have, if you look at this, Brahmos, it is named after 2 rivers. There is Brahmaputra and Moskova River. Moskova River in Russia, Brahmaputra River in India. So that's why its name is Brahmos. Okay. It is having 2-stage engine, solid and ramjet. It is having a speed up to 3 Mach. It is based on fire and forget principle. It can carry warheads of 200 to 300 kg. Flight altitudes can be from 10 meter. See this, 10 meter. Means it's very much on the lower side, 10 meters only. Okay. So means it can fly as low as 30 feet. 30 feet you can understand, like a three-story building. A 3-story building that will be around 10 meters. So it can fly as low as 10 meters and it can go up to the height of 15 kilometers. So it is a highly precise missile system. The speed is up to 3 Mach. 1 Mach is the speed of sound. Okay. Then it is also having stealth technology, low radar signature. Range is 290 kilometer and it is being extended 450 and 800 kilometer in upcoming times. Okay. So this is one thing. What is the configuration of this Brahmos missile? Okay. Now there is one thing. The upcoming variants like Brahmos A, this is air launched. Brahmos NG, it is lighter for Tejas submarines. Brahmos ER, extended range 450 to 500 kilometer. Brahmos 2, this is going to be the real game changer. Brahmos 2, it is under development and its speed is going to be Mach 7. And then we have the Brahmos Block 3, which is going to be developed for very high precision strikes in mountain zones. Okay. So that is the configuration of Brahmos. That is the configuration of Brahmos, like what is Brahmos made up of. Now India and Indonesia, they are trying to finalize the deal for Brahmos. In recent times, we may have seen that India has been exporting the defense equipments. Okay. What is ramjet? Ramjet is like the one jet. Like normally, if you look at the jet is taking the air from the atmosphere directly. So there is two things. One is ramjet, one is a scramjet. So they are both taking the oxygen from the air itself. They are taking the oxygen from the air itself. But there is a difference in the design. There is a difference in the design of it. Okay. It is a air breathing technology, air breathing propulsion technology. They are not carrying the oxygen with them. They are directly taking it from the atmosphere. Stealth means the one which can hide. Okay. The one which has the ability to hide from the radars. That is called as the stealth technology. When we are going to use it, that will remain a secret. Okay. So I hope this part is clear. What is the Brahmos deal? Achha, I have one question for you. Can you tell me that we have started exporting our defense equipments? So, which country is the major destination for Indian defense export? Which country is the major destination for Indian defense exports? I have got 3 questions for you. One is the Constitutional Amendment Bill. You have to read about it. You have to find which Constitutional Amendment Bill was there. Second question which I have given to you, that what are the criticism of simultaneous elections or simultaneous polls? And third question is this, which country is the major destination for defense export from India? Okay. So defense export, major destination. Defense export, major country. Indonesia, France, Mauritius, Iran. Okay. Try to search about it. Try to find out which country is the major export destination of Indian defense equipments. Okay. So we will meet again in the next session, and then like from next week we are going to start with the current affairs of December month. For the month of November, I think you have got the current affairs update from ma'am also. Okay. So we will try to schedule a sort of marathon type where we will discuss some of the questions. So in upcoming weeks, we will try to have some marathon types also, where we can discuss the remaining topics of the month of November. Okay. So thank you everyone. There are 3 questions for you. Criticism for simultaneous polls, the Constitution Amendment Bill, and this one. Okay. So let's meet in next session. Okay. Why President called? I could not get you. कल तो नहीं, tomorrow is Saturday, so Saturday we are not having the newspapers in that manner. Tomorrow we will not have, but from Monday we will have continuous. No, there is no such problem at home. Many of you have said the right thing in comment box why I was absent. Yeah. The reason why I was absent, you can see that in the comment box itself. Yeah. That was the reason. So thank you everyone. Take care and all the best. Thank you.